a blogger. I share my story.
Credibility is not important to you,
I didn't realize that.
You didn't realize that.
I didn't realize that.
But now you realize.
I realized it, and then, oh my God, this is really my responsibility.
What did you say? With great power comes great responsibility.
Of course, I didn't know that.
So this was a new...
No, I'm not a political blogger. I'm a mom blogger.
You're a mom blogger.
Yes.
What's a mom blogger?
I mean, I mostly write about parenting. I write about my children. I write my husband. I write about... I write also current issues.
So, all right, when this issue about you changing words in your blog came about, what realization did you have at that point?
Oh, well, I didn't know. Well, as a blogger, I didn't know that we have to put disclosures of editing. Really, it was really a mistake that I had to disclose it. Although I put edit. Because I thought that the whole sentence was the same. I mean, I didn't change the sentence. I didn't change the sentence.
What are the ethical implications there, Danny?
Well, as far as ethics are concerned, for as long as you're able to own up to your mistake, then that's fine. But what would be irresponsible is you make certain corrections without owning up to whatever errors you've committed in the past. For example, in the case of Kaloy, he said that he was irresponsible, but at least as a journalist, he knows fully well that he should make certain clarifications as rejoinders in the form of columns or whatever.
Did you correct certain parts of your blog?
No, I did not. In fact, as I said, I still stand by it. The thing that I said, the thing that I sort of qualified was that it was irresponsible and careless and lazy on my part not to call them up, not to vet the story, not to check the story, and not to get the side of the Pangandamans. That's the only thing I sort of pointed out. And also that this whole thing, this whole golf brawl and all that, it presents a situation for journalists like me who also blog, where they should really be. I'm not saying that they shouldn't blog. In my own experience, it has been exhilarating to blog, but at some point you're gonna hit a bump, and then you realize that
Don't you think the commentary corrects you to create that balance of your bias? Because that's what blogging is. The commentaries adds up to the blogger's content. That's part of it. So if you made a mistake, the comments will help you give that balance. And that's what happened to me too.
That's true, but I don't. I mean, I hate the idea of other people,
but it's part
correcting. Not correcting me, but pointing out my mistake, and then not doing it, myself not doing it. So I have to come out with that. No, the thing that
I reply to it in the comments.
If I were a pure just a blogger, it's gonna be Christmas in this part of town, but I'm not. So,
do you think that there's a disconnect between mainstream media and the blogosphere?
I think the main disconnect, a major disconnect, I think, comes from the journalism side, because I think we are not so much as threatened, but we are seeing a potential of a medium that can encroach into our territory
or take over,
and yet. I don't mind blogging taking over journalism, as long as the same parameters, the same standards, the same are applied.
Right.
So it's. I mean, there's a reason why we have editors. I pointed out. There's a reason why we vet. There's a reason why we gather data.
So you think bloggers should do that? We should vet?
No, I'm not saying bloggers should do that.
Well, we can try, because at the start we have to be responsible,
but it
so that you don't get corrected.
It wouldn't be bad for you to do. It would be nice for you to do that, but you're not required to do that.
Because not yet.
No, but I verified at least Bambi's a blogger and she's for real. At least her story is not made up.
So that means that you're being responsible.
Yes, right? I checked twice.
Okay. This will go on long after the show. So
forever.
I'd like to thank you, Kaloy, Danny, and Noemi, for joining us tonight. If anything, the Valley Golf Brawl established the power of cyberspace. Perhaps it may be unfair to demand that bloggers write only of what we consider valuable. After all, the value of the blog is the freedom of speech it provides the blogger, whether about parenthood, golfing brawls, or the right color of lipstick. Perhaps the imposition that we must demand is the same we demand of anyone who speaks in a public forum: accountability, truth, or as close to it as possible. I'm Cheche Lazaro. Thank you for joining us on Media in Focus. We'll see you again next week. Good night.